Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss about packages concept in Java. First let me define what is a package. Package is a collection of related classes, interfaces and subpackages. Now you can ask me what is the need for keeping similar type of classes, interfaces and subpackages in a directory or in a folder or package. Why should we do it? There are several advantages. Now let me discuss practically with a simple example. Let's take that you have your external memory or you have the hard disk. You have partitioned into education, then movies, okay, and then you have the personal information. Like that you have partitioned into various drives. In education drive, you have several folders called 10th class, intermediate and then BTech. Let's take that you are currently studying BTech. Okay, now in BTech, let's take that you have the subfolders like first semester, second semester, third semester, fourth semester, like that. Okay, now in the second semester folder, you will have various subfolders like subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, like that. Now what is the need for categorizing or arranging like this? Suppose if you want to access the information or the files related to the subject 3, then where you can go? You can go to the education. Then inside the education you can go to the folder called BTech. In BTech you can go to the second semester, and then in second semester you can go to the subfolder called subject 3. There you can find the relevant information. So if you are organizing or arranging like this the information, then it is very easy to access or maintain the information. So the advantages you will have related to the packages are, one is that it is very easy to maintain or retrieve the information if you are categorizing the classes and interfaces into various packages. And the second advantage is that it will provide the protection. You have access specifiers or access modifiers such as public, protected, private and default. Okay, using this package concept you can have the protection like a class which is there in the particular package. Outside the package, if any class is there, it cannot access directly unless until you make it as a public. So it will provide the protection. And another advantage is that it will prevent or avoid the naming conflict. Means what is the meaning is that, let's take that I am keeping all my programs in desktop Java programs, like I have written the first.java, so my class name will be first. Similarly I have written second.java, and then I have written student.java. Let's take that for my project, again I need to have another class called student. Now look at here, if you want to have another class called student, again you need to create a file called student with an extension called .java. Now tell me one thing, in a single folder can you have two files with same name and same extension? That is not possible. So this is what we will say as naming conflict, but you want to have. So then what you can do is that you will keep the student.java in a one directory, this student.java in another directory or another folder. So here the directory is nothing but a package. So this class file you will keep it in one package, and this class file you can keep it in another package. So even you have the two files with the same name, you can have them in various packages, so naming conflict can be avoided. So these are the advantages of the package. Now let me discuss two types of packages. We have two types of packages. One is the predefined packages, or I can say built-in packages. So predefined or built-in packages, and second one is user-defined packages. User-defined packages. First let me discuss about the predefined packages. What is meant by predefined packages is the Python developers have already defined these packages. We are just utilizing this one to perform the appropriate actions. Like you have the Java a package. Inside the Java package you have the long package, sub package, and then you have the IO package, you have the applet, or you have the util package, Okay, similarly you have the applet, okay, and then you have the .NET. So various built-in or predefined packages are there. Inside these packages you will have various classes. Based on the operation or based on the task you want to perform, you can use the class by importing the corresponding package. Like if you want to perform the input and output operations, then you can import this sub package called IO. If you want to perform some operations related to the data structures, then you can use the util. If you want to use the applets, then you can use the applet. If you want to perform anything related to the internet or networking, then you can use the java.net. Okay, so these are the predefined packages we have, or several predefined packages are there. Just I'm giving some examples. Now let me discuss about user defined packages. Our main focus is about user defined packages. Now what is meant by user defined package is the package which is defined by the programmer or the user is called as user defined package. As a programmer, we need to define these packages. Inside this package we can have various classes or interfaces or the sub packages, and then we can access them by importing into another class. All these things we will discuss practically. So a user defined package is nothing but a package which is defined by the programmer or the user. Now how can we define a package? We can use a package keyword and then you can write the package name. Okay, so like this you can create a package. So you have to write package, then package name, end with a semicolon, then it will create a package called package name. Inside that one, if you want to have certain classes, you can write class first and then you can write the necessary commands. So all these things I will discuss practically within examples. Now let me go to the desktop. In the desktop you have the Java programs. Click on this one. Now I want to open the new text document and I want to save it as first.java. Okay, let me save it. Now let me open this one using Notepad++. I have to create a package, so I'm using the package and then package name is Parnika. Then you can have class first. Okay, then you can write int a is equal to 10, int b is equal to 20. Then you can write void some add method. Then inside the method you can write a statement called system.out.println, and then you can write the addition or the sum is, let me use concatenation plus, then I will write a plus b. So it will perform the a plus b and the result will be displayed. Now let me close the braces. Now let me save it. Now I need to compile this one, so I need to open the command prompt. Now first I need to go to the desktop. Then in the desktop you have Java programs. Okay, sorry, spelling mistake, speedy, Java programs. Now you need to compile it, so you need to write Java C. Normally we will write Java C filename.java. Then if you want to run it, you will simply write Java file name. Okay, but you have to create a package called Parnika. Inside that one you need to keep this first.class file. So you need to compile like this: Java C space -d space dot, then you have to write first.java. Now you can see it was compiled successfully. Now you can go to the Java programs. You can see a folder called Parnika. Inside that one you have first.class file. Okay, so what is the meaning? If you compile using a command called Java C space -d space dot and then first.java or whatever the file, then a folder will be created with the package name and then class file will be available inside that one. Now what I want to do is that I want to create another text file by keeping it as main class.java. Now I want to write the main class. Okay, let me open with this one with Notepad++, and then I have to write class, main class, and then I will write here it is a public static void main, then string args, and then I want to create an object for the class called first. So I will write first, object name as ob new first, and then I want to access the method called add. Okay, now let me save it and compile this one. Now look at here what will happen if I write Java C. I'm not importing this one into a package called main class, or I'm not including this one in the main class. So I will simply write Java C main class dot Java. Then you can see we'll get an error. What the error it is saying, cannot access first. Why? Because the first dot class file is there in the package called Parnika. So if you want to access that one, you need to import the class file from the Parnika package to this one. We are not importing, so that's why it is giving an error. So what I can do, we can import in several ways. First I will discuss in a simple way. As the Parnika package, you have the first dot class file, so you should write Parnika dot first object name is equal to new Parnika dot first. Then now you can save it. Now let me compile the main class file again. This time also you will get an error, but this time the error will be different. What is the error you got? First is not public in Parnika, cannot be accessed from outside package. What is this error is saying? You have first class in the package called Parnika, but however I am not able to access because this class is not a public class. So that is what we told in the advantages of the packages. We cannot access a class which is there in a package in outside the package unless until we make it as a public. So this is the issue we are getting. So now let me modify it. So what I will write here, I will write it as public class first. Let me save it. Now again compile the first.java file and then let me compile the main class. Now also you are getting an error. What is the error you are getting? You are trying to access the method called add, however it is not a public. So what you need to do, you should keep the class as public, and also you need to keep the method also public. Whatever you are trying to access, everything you need to keep it as a public. Now let me save it and again compile the first.java and then again let me compile the main class also. Now it has compiled, there is no errors. Now let me run that one, Java main class. Now you can see we got the output as the sum is 30. Now let me do small change. Sir, you have accessed the add method, but if I want to access the variable, let me access the variable a which is not public, then how it will be done? So if I simply write system.out.println and if I say the a value is, let me write plus and then I will write ob.add. Now let me compile the main class file again. So what I will do, I will write java c main class.java. Now you are getting an error, a is not public. So whatever you are trying to access, whether it is a class, whether it is a variable, whether it is a method, everything should be a public. Okay, now let me do those changes. Let me save it. Let me again compile the first.java file and let me compile the main class.java. Now there is no issue. Let me run the main class. See, now you got the output as the sum is 30, the a value is 10. Okay, now what I want to do, see, what you have done here, you have written Parnika.first. Suppose in this package called Parnika, you have several classes. For all these classes, if you want to create objects one by one, then you should write Parnika.first, Parnika.second, Parnika.third, like that you have to write. Instead of that one, what you can do is that you can simply use the import command. So how we will do is that let me write here, we will write import from the Parnika package. I want to import the first, so I will write Parnika.first. Let me save it. Now let me compile the main class.java file again. There is no issue. Let me run the main class. Now we got the same output as the sum is 30, the a value is 10. Now what I will do is that I will add one more Java file in the package called Parnika. So to do that one, what I will do, I will create a text document and I will save it as second.java. Now it is a Java file. Now let me open this one using the notepad++. Okay, now I will write, what is that? I need to include that one into the package called Parnika. So I will have to write package and then package name as Parnika. Then I can write the class name as second. Then I can write int a is equal to 10, int b is equal to 20. Oh, here I should write equal. Then I will write a method called void sub system.out.println. The difference is concatenation b minus a. Let me do it. B minus a, close this one, close the method and close the class. Okay, now I have saved. Now I need to include the second into the package called Parnika. So how to compile it? Java C space -d space dot space second dot Java. Now it has been compiled successfully. Now you can see, go to the Parnika, there you can see second dot class file. Okay, so now you have to create an object for this one also. So what you will do, you will write a statement like this: import, okay, second dot Parnika dot second. I'm really sorry, Parnika dot second. Now before that I need to do few changes because you want to access this one outside the package. So what you have to do, you need to make it this as a public and this one also a public. And even if you are trying to access the variables, that also you can make it as a public. But however, till now I am not accessing, so I have not make it as public. Then what I will do, I will create an object called ob1 for the class called second, which is there inside the package called Parnika. So I am writing like this, and then I will write ob1 dot sub. Okay, now let me save it. Let me compile this one. Let me compile the main class file. There is no issue. Let me run the main class. See, we got the output as the sum is 30, the a value is 10, the difference is 10. Now let's take that in the Parnika package you have 100 classes. If you want to import all the 100 classes, if you are writing like this, what you need to write: import Parnika dot first, import Parnika dot second, import Parnika dot third. Like that you need to write 100 times import statement. That is unnecessary issue. So instead of that one, what you can do is that you can simply write import, okay, Parnika dot start. Now see what will happen. Let me save this one. Okay, now what I will do, I will compile the main class.java. Now you are getting an error. What is that error? Cannot access first. What should I do is that you need to keep this Java files also inside the Parnika package. Okay, now let me save it. Now you see the difference. Okay, let me save everything. Now you can see the difference. Let me again compile it. Now it has been compiled successfully. Let me run Java main class. Now you will get the output as the sum is 30, the a value is 10, the difference is 10. Okay, so instead of writing import Parnika dot first, import Parnika dot second like that multiple times, if you want to import all the classes interfaces which is there in the package called Parnika, you can simply write a command called import package name dot star. But however, all the class files and also the Java file should be there in the package called Parnika. Then only you can able to do it. Okay, is it clear? Now what I want to do, I want to do one more experiment. Now I want to import this main class also inside the package called Parnika. Okay, let me do that one. So what I will do, I will remove this class file. Okay, dot class file which is there outside this one. Now let me remove it. Okay, now what I will do is that I will compile this. I have done the changes, right? Yeah, package Parnika class main class, and I have not written any import statement, and I want to access the classes called first and second. Okay, so now you see whether it is allowed or not. What I have to do, Java C space minus D, then you have to write main class dot Java. Now what will happen? No source file. Okay, it is there in the main class dot Java is there here, right? It is there, but why it is creating the issue? Oh, sorry, I have written Java C space minus D space dot, then I have to give space main class dot Java. Okay, see, now it has been done properly. Now you can see in Parnika package you even have the main class dot class file also. Now if I run that one, Java main class, okay, now you can see what will happen. Could not find or load main class. So why this issue is coming? The class file of the main class is not there in the Java programs. It is there in the Parnika. So I will write Java Parnika dot main class. Now you can see what will happen. We got the output. So this is the way you have to access. I think you can understand. Earlier the main class dot class file is there in the Java program. So from there if you are accessing, it was accessing, but now what you have done, you have imported the main class also inside the package called Parnika. So if you are just compiling simply like Java main class, then it was giving error. So instead of that one, if you want to run that one, then you have to write Java package name dot main class, then we will get the output. Okay, is it clear? So now what I want to do, I want to have sub packages. Inside the sub packages I want to have a particular class file. So let's see what will happen. So I think now you have understood, as the main class is also there inside the package called Parnika. Now I have not imported anything. So if you have the class file inside the package, you can directly access all the classes without importing that one. I hope it is clear for you. Now we will go for the next concept. Okay, so what I will do is that here I will create another one. I will say third dot Java. Okay, and I will open with Notepad++. Now what I will do, I will have a sub package. I will write package excuse me. So package, the package name is Parnika. In that one I will create a sub package called tutorials. Inside that one I will have Java classes. So inside a package class you have a sub package called tutorials. Inside that one you have the sub package called Java classes. Inside that one you have to keep this class file. So class third. Okay, now let me have a, what is that, some int a is equal to 10, int b is equal to 20, then I am writing void, what is that, mul, and then I will write system dot out dot println. I will write the multiplication is, okay, I'll give space, then plus, then I will simply write a into b. Okay, now I'll close. You need to make this one as a public. I think you know this one. Okay, public, and this is also should be public. And now let me close this one. Let me save. Now how can I compile this one? I should write Java C space minus D space dot, then I have to write third dot Java. Look at here what happened. Now automatically in Parnika you will have a sub package called tutorials. Inside the sub packages you have Java classes. Inside that one you have third dot class file is there. So like that you can create a sub package. Now what I want to do is that I want to create an object for the class called third. Look at here what I will do. Third, I will write some object as ob2 new third I will write. Okay, now ob2 dot I will write mul. Now see what will happen. Mul, let me save this one. And let me, what are the changes I have done? I have changed the main class. So let me compile the main class. Java C space minus D dot, okay, main class. What happened? We got an error. What is that error? Cannot find symbol third. Why? We have not imported. Lot of people will be thinking that, sir, inside the Parnika you have the main class, so inside that one you have tutorials, you have the Java classes, there you have. So can we access? People will think that we can directly access, but however we are not able to access directly. So what we have to do is that we have to import. How to import? We have to write import Parnika, okay, then dot, then from tutorials sub package Java classes, you have to access third. Okay, now see what will happen. Okay, now let me compile the main class again. It was compiled successfully. Now let me write Java. What should I write? Parnika dot main class. Now you see we got the output as the sum is 30, the a value is 10, the difference is 10, the multiplication is 200. So we got the output. So this is the way you can work with the user defined packages. If you want to remove this main class from the package called Parnika, you can do it. You can remove the statement, and then what you can do, you can remove this class file which is there in the Parnika. Okay, look at here in Parnika you will have the class file. You can remove that one, and then what you have to do, you can simply import all that one. So what you will write, import Parnika dot star. You can save this one, and now you can run it. How you can run? You can simply run like this, Java C, okay, main class dot Java. This already we have discussed. Okay, it was done successfully. Now let me run it, Java main class. Now you will get the output as the sum is 30, the a value is 10, the difference is 10, the multiplication is 200. I hope you have understood. So in this video we have discussed what is a package, what are the advantages of package, what are the various types of packages such as user defined packages, predefined packages. Then in user defined packages we have discussed several examples. I hope you have understood all these concepts. If you have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.